It's the Mike in the Night pre-stream show to helping people get on the show. Mike in the Night pre-streaming show. Can't allow to speak on YouTube. Alright guys, welcome to the pre-stream or the pre-show for Mike in the Night. When we switch over, we're going to let you guys know. We get the clock up there to let you guys know when we're switching over to Rumble. We are not allowed to speak on this platform. And they took down a video from 2016. Hold on. Today is Saturday. On Wednesday for medical misinformation. And what usually happens, they took down a video, is because another content creator wants to speak of the topic. But it looks bad on YouTube that someone said the same thing like 7, 8, 9 years ago. Doesn't look good for YouTube. So take down my video. Let someone else speak of it. And whenever we make a video showing people, hey, they took down our video so someone else could say what we're talking about, they take my video down again. So, hey, it's Junkyard Dog. What's up, buddy? Yeah, it's Junkyard Dog. Woo!
Hello, everyone.
I'm really getting used to being president.
Where's I Love China?
I love China.
And we got Ric Flair here tonight.
You're talking about all man.
All man. Here tonight on Mike in the Night. All man here tonight on Mike in the Night. Yo, what's up, people? Yeah, I'm going to give you guys the link to go on the show tonight because we don't have the privilege to speak on YouTube. Facebook, everywhere else is fine, but we can't speak on we can't talk on here. They keep taking down videos. It doesn't even have to do with medical anything, right? So here's the link for tonight's show, guys. Mike in the Night, 586. Don't forget to check us out tonight. 586. We're going to go live. There it is. Mike in the Night, 586, if you guys want to join us. And I pinned the message up there. Also, if you guys want to check us out, this Mike in the Night 585 Christmas special was pretty good. If you guys want to check that one out, wasn't bad at all. Go check that one out, 585. And if you go to mikeinthenight.org, it takes you to the playlists. Let me see, I just added something to the playlist. Here it is. 585, 584, 583. If you guys want to check out Mike in the Night and go back to 2017 and go back as far as you can, we are talking about all kinds of goodies on here. And there's 586 right there. We got people already in the chat there live, ready to go live. We won't be going live there for another, I don't know, what time is it? It's almost 5. So we got about an hour and 15 minutes before we go live for 586 on Rumble. We just can't talk on here. We can't talk about nothing on here. I got, this month alone of December, I got 14 videos taken down spanning from 2012 to like 2018. They're going after older videos so new content creators can make the same video so it doesn't look bad for the new heroes, the influencers, right? So we got Chad in the house, T-Lawton in the house, Raven in the house. Hope you guys are doing good tonight. We got an action-packed show lined up for you guys. Hey, bald man, I'm another bald man. Oh, I think he says, hey, bald man, I'm another bald man in Melbourne, Australia. Love your work. Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah. These shades. My daughter bought me these shades for Christmas. Gotta look cool, you know what I'm saying? Gotta earn your keep. Regulators. And we're damn good, too. Alright, guys. Other ways you guys could find us. Let me set that up for you guys. Might as well just make a gigantic commercial about this because we can't talk on here. So this is only for privileged content creators, partners with YouTube. Ooh! Yeah. You want to buy me a coffee, guys? Go ahead and buy me a coffee. and you guys want to Facebook is okay. Guys, Facebook, I've had no problems at all with Facebook, posting my stuff on Facebook and putting up my videos. I have no problems on Facebook. There's the YouTube that you're on right now. Mike in the Night on Facebook too. I do post here from time to time. And then Instagram is fine too. I have no problems on there. This Threads thing, you could follow me on there too. TikTok, we don't post anything on TikTok anymore. They took us down with 82,000 followers. The channel wasn't even a year old, and they took it down. So now what I did was I want to reach 100,000 followers on TikTok with no content. Just to say I did it, right? Let's get a round of applause. Where we Ric Flair, woo!
He's a real big dude. Woo!
So there it is right there. So that's what I'm hoping to get, 100,000 with no content. And mikeandthenight.org takes you to there. If you guys want to check it out, I would really, really appreciate it. So if you want to buy me a coffee, buy me a coffee. And someone says I look like the Men in Black. Do I? Probably go down to Chad. Would you take me if I go down to Melbourne? Would you take me down to like a cool nightclub? I'll go dressed like this. Hey, Mike, brother finally caught a live show. Hope all is well. And you had a great Christmas. God bless. God bless you too, Jeff. Thank you. Woo! Says Paulo. Yes, Merry Christmas, guys. Happy New Year. And, man, we're just days away from 2025. We are days away from 2025, ladies and gentlemen. Most shadow banned man in North America, or probably the Milky Way galaxy. Everyone talks about how they're so shadow banned, or their house so... Man, it's so bad for me that if a content creator wants to make a video about something we talked about 10 years ago, they'll take our video down first, and then allow him to put the video up. That's how bad it's gotten. And I have proof of it, with timestamps. Exact titles. The title even matches, word for word. We get taken down. Yeah. So. Yeah, YouTube is just a complete waste of time. It's all AI garbage videos. I made a few of those AI documentary video for you guys. But I show my face in it, and I use my voice in the AI videos, right? This stuff is, what they're pumping out right now is just absolute trash. So we got Daniel saying, yo, Mike, Chicago Dan in Bangkok. What's up, buddy? Mike, get your pal. Everyone keeps telling me, why? Because then they know I'm going to be a licensed gun holder. Why would you let them know? That's what I'm saying. Like, why would you let them know, right, that you are potentially someone that needs a knock on the door? That sounds good. Joe Rogan should steal that. Steals everything else for a show. Luna J. Parker, I thought it was 9 Eastern time. Yes, it's 9. You're watching the pre-show. This is just some bullshit I put together before we do the real Mike in the Night. With the music, the firecrackers, the sparkling, the Mike in the Night girls. Yeah. The Mike in the Night girls. Someone's saying not to get my pal. Guys, if you want to be part of our email list, if you want to get an email before we go live on Mike in the Night, nobody panic. That's my email right there, MikeMartins1980@gmail.com. MikeMartins1980. Just send me a quick email. It goes right to me. Just say, hey, Mike, can I be added to your email list? If you don't want to be, or you don't want to receive emails, just block me. I don't care. Block my ass. I don't care. But we're going to do the memes of the week for you guys on Mike in the Night. And then we're going to be hanging around Instagram tonight. I just got one scheduled caller for tonight. Right? Yeah, JC is you're the one they'll come for first. That's right. Luna J. Parker says, I don't want to miss any of it. Oh, no, the show's so good. Last 3 shows, I've been very composed, very well, like, doctored in a way where I'm not freaking out all the time. Yeah, long guns. Yeah, we got all kinds of cool stuff here in the chat. I don't want to miss any of it. Long guns, 18.5 barrels and up are non-restricted, non-registered. The government does not know of them. Notifications at 6 p.m. Yeah, that's on Rumble. 6 p.m. Pacific. What time we got here, guys? We got.
It's so hard for me to sit back here looking at a guy out here hollering my name.
Woo! It's Mike in the Night. Okay, let me see what time we got here. Let me check my trusty wristwatch. It is, what is that? 8 to 5. It's 8 minutes to 5 o'clock. We won't be starting the Mike in the Night till 6 o'clock Pacific time. Let me go to our trusty live chat here. There we go. We got our live chat there on Rumble with people ready to go. Woo! I don't even want to send people over to the YouTube. I'll just leave it like that. Guys, we are going into Season 30, Episode 2. Season 30, Episode 2. I don't even know 30 people. And my show is at Season 30, Episode 2. I'm not bragging. It's actually kind of pathetic in a way, but... you know, but you know what? I made some good friends in this time. I met some real good people. I got to meet a lot of you good people on this earth. I got to meet a lot of good, beautiful people like you guys, and I'm really grateful for that. It is kind of pathetic though, but that's okay. Sorry guys, I'm just doing some adjustments for tonight's show here on Mike in the Night. It's 3 a.m. and something is moving you. We got the live chat ready to go there. Email list, guys. Mike Martins 1980. Just send me a friendly email. Let me know that you want to join the mailing list. And I will add you to the mailing list. And you know what else I did for you guys tonight? I actually wrote a damn poem. I wrote a poem to usher in 2025. Yes, where's my live chat? Where's my yeah. So I wrote you guys a poem. I hope you guys like it. I'll read it on Mike in the Night for you guys, and we could go from there. Oh yeah, Supreme Cannon sent me he sends me a regular donation every month. Monthly donation, so he doesn't have to keep reminding, or, you know, I appreciate Supreme Cannon. We're going to have him on the show tonight. He's going to be talking about, he's going to be on target tonight with Supreme Cannon, on target tonight with Supreme Cannon. He's got a few things he needs to come on the show and discuss with us on what's going on there. JC says, let's hear the poem. This should be good. Oh, it is good, but it's, I can't, I don't want to talk about, I don't want to get in trouble on here. Oh, we got Paul here. We got people on other platforms ready to go for the show. Let's see who we got here. Epa. Yeah, letting everyone down there know I'm on a YouTube pre-show, you know, so people understand what the hell is going on here tonight on Mike in the Night. Oh yeah, it is Mike in the Night.
The money, the brains, the nucleus.
Yeah.
Last year, I spent more money on spilt liquor.
That's right. Yes, Bitcoin crew, I have spoken. How are you, my brother? Happy year, new year, Mike. Keep the faith. You got to keep the faith. You got to keep the faith and run away. Hey, Mike. Buy SKS M1 Grand and SVT 40. Those are not registered, non-restricted. Those shoot hard hitting rounds and are not banned yet. Once they're banned, no more will be imported. Interesting. Jim is saying in Brazil, is Brazil better than Canada to live nowadays? Jim, you know, Brazil is one of those countries where if you're single or married or you're going with a family, right? I think if you're a single man and you go down to Brazil, learn a bit of Portuguese, you'll be okay. You'll find, you go to house parties because everyone's very family oriented. They're still predominantly Catholic in Brazil, right? Because they were colonized by the evil Portuguese, right? So, Rave Elevator saying, we are back. Hi, Average Mike. How are you? YouTubing. Woo! Papa Pissed in the house. So, yeah, just kind of floating around social media here. Man, we're not welcome anywhere, man. I got taken off of TikTok about a month and a half ago. With it was 88,000 followers on there. They took me down because I was talking about everyone's blaming the Indian students for destroying Canada, the Canadian housing market. I'm like, no. The Chinese from 2010 to 2025 have been laundering billions of dollars into Canada, offloading money into our real estate through fentanyl sales and all kinds of crap. We were arguing back in 2017 that there was 1.85 million empty homes owned by Chinese investors back in 2018. Way back. Now they're estimating close to 4 million empty units across Canada. Owned by Chinese money laundering, right? And creating artificial shortages, and you can't afford to live in your own city, right? That's who destroyed our housing market. You could buy the same house you're living in Canada down somewhere in Alabama or Florida or Georgia for like 80 grand. The same house you're in Canada is 80 grand down there, and I can find you as many as you want free of charge. I'll find you. We got Pale Zogorjani. Long time no see. Mo Patrick's in the house. Yes, I'm live. Guys, this is the Mike of the Night pre-show. Nobody panic. No panicking, cardanicking, right? And liquor.
Last year, I spent more money on spilt liquor.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're going to be going live on Rumble. We got the Rumble chat live there. And unfortunately, we just can't talk on YouTube, guys. I'm really sorry. I would love to bring back Mike of the Night on YouTube like we did in 2017, 18, 19, 20. Then 2020, after they pulled the trigger on a pandemic, they cut us right off. Because we were telling people, look, it's happening. We were telling you guys, now they're going to roll this out. They're going to do this. They're going to do this. They did it all. But we couldn't come on YouTube to tell you guys. We got kicked off of Rumble, and then from Rumble we went to Odyssey, and then from Odyssey we were back on Rumble. Then we went to D-Live, then we had to go back to Oh my god, what a nightmare. And all these content creators now are making the same videos we were talking about 4 years ago, but they're getting multi-million views and multi-million dollars for saying what you already know. Because if you've been on Mike in the Night with our callers, our guests, the headlines we were covering, you would already know all this stuff. Right before all these Joe Rogan is telling you what you already know. I had a friend of mine send me a list of words. My camera's blurring up, guys. Sorry. Had a friend send me a list of words that's not allowed to be said on the Joe Rogan show. Okay, a list of words. Right? There's about 207 words. Or it's 201. Shit, I don't remember. So there's about 201 words you can't say on the Joe Rogan Experience. You can't say Jew and a whole bunch of like Jewish religious words like that tie to I don't know the words. And then you can't say Chinese money laundering, Chinese CPP. You can't bring up any of that. You can't even bring up fentanyl on the Joe Rogan show. I think they have been bringing it up because now it's such a big deal now and it's in your face, right? So we got, hey Rob Padley, what's up, bud? Sounds like a lawsuit, eh? Yeah, you know what? It's heavy-duty discrimination. Because Russell Brand could say it. We said it 3 years before him, but they ban us. But Russell Brand could tell you what you already know. That guy is one of the biggest pathetic losers on social media. That guy found Jesus in a pancake last year and converted to Christianity, and he abolished all the sins of all the damage and the damage he's done to families and people with his rock on attitude and live and rock on and don't care about no one else. And saw Jesus in a pancake one day and now, boom, telling you what you already know. No, I'm blocked on Twitch, Mo Patrick. Make a Twitch channel. I'm blocked on Twitch and Spotify. I'm permanently banned. Spotify sent me like an injunction that they will actually take legal action if I actually open another Spotify channel. Yeah, so I'm banned off of Twitch too. Hey Mike, will Canada become the 51st state of the USA? I've been telling you guys, remember my 2012 video back in Vancouver at the park? I wrote a poem. I write poems sometimes. Oh, how I long an American takeover. You should read the comments on there with the disgusting things people were telling me. And a majority of those people are people that came to Canada after it was built. It wasn't the European expansion, like me and my family, that come to build the subways, the tunnels, the roads, the actual infrastructure. It's the people that came after the country were built. Because they got a good gig working at a bank or a government or something. Because they're not hiring Canadians in those jobs. Because the Canadians can't get those jobs. Those jobs, banking jobs, there was this Indian lady on TV, on Instagram. She was posting how Canada's disgusting and she doesn't like it and she doesn't make enough money. So the guy asked her in an interview, how much money do you make? I make $160,000 Canadian a year. What do you do? I work in a bank, a big bank in Canada. Okay, so why do you want to leave? Oh, I need to make more money to live here. I don't make enough money. And yeah, so she's complaining that she's got this cush office bank job. And you know what she said in the interview? It's too bad Canadians don't want to work these positions because they're good money and they could do well in their own country. Canadians do want to work those positions, sweetheart. It's Canadians won't get hired for those positions. So they bring over a lady from India with no experience, train her, and she's making $160,000 a year for a job that Canadians don't want. That really pisses me off. Okay, well, I'm not sure, but I'll check it out. Been a while since I've been at the liquor store. Okay. All right. I love your channel, Mike. I love it, buddy. I love you, man. Mo Patrick, Spotify AI sent you, eh? Am I dreaming a Mike in the night on a no you don't tube? No, we can't. No, Russell Brand is the only one that's allowed to come on here and say things that you already know. Oh, and all these people that showed up after COVID. All these people that showed up that were given the green light to let you know what you already know. That came after. All right, what do we got here for time? I don't want to waste all my energy here on the pre-show, guys. Oh, energy, great. Energy. I like this, it says here I'm live. Everyone's talking about Trudeau and Trudeau this and Trudeau that. And let's go maybe do a little bit of a flashback video here. If the video hasn't been taken down for medical misinformation. Trudeau LSS the night for December of 2018. We got a lot we talked about. I want to hit on some of the topics real quick here. It's going to be a short one here, folks. I'm trying to get Steve the Plumber on the show, if that's even possible. I know it's really late. Potatoes. Let's get to it. Donald Trump slams Paris Agreement in tweet commenting on French riots. Again, no confidence in governments. Macron and Justin Trudeau, and I told you guys this. Now, let's go back to where we said basically, so this yellow vest thing is moving. There's no confidence in government. I believe in 2019, we are going to have a lot of problems worldwide. I honestly think we are going to have major issues worldwide because there's just no confidence in governments. And especially with the economic system that they've put us through and this economic thing, or this huge economic downturn the world's going towards, this huge economic collapse that we are facing because people have quite frankly over-leveraged. Now, this is my opinion. I believe wholeheartedly that Justin Trudeau will remain in power as long as he can. Macron, same thing. And this is 2018, folks. So this is 2018, we're saying this. We're going into 2025, right? These people are all put into power for a reason.
They'll fix elections to keep themselves in. The whole world, the whole of Canada and France could vote for the opposition, and Macron and Trudeau will still get in. Like we were saying a few shows, everyone that's going to vote for a conservative, please wear blue. So you see a sea of pool shirts all over the place. You see all the people showing up in blue shirts. But then they go to the ballot box, and then the Liberals won. It's like, who the hell voted for the Liberal? So that's why they try to keep your vote a secret, so that if everybody knew who voted for who, guess what? You will know who actually won the election. I believe Trudeau and Macron will stay into power as long as humanly possible as they can. All right. Oh, okay. Victoria, what's up? Victory. And we got Sullivan here from Louisville. Thanks for joining us. And we're already almost at 100 people watching us live. This is fantastic, folks.
That was bad.
Happy here. And if you're in a time zone east of me, and he will basically entrench Canada into...
hold on.
Nobody wants...
Hold on. Watch this, guys.
Emperors of their countries. I see Justin Trudeau being like never, ever leaving his position. He's a selected puppet. Nobody wants him, but he will stay. And he will stay into the years to come. And he will basically entrench Canada into... like with the immigration, the bringing in the hundreds of thousands of Chinese immigrants we've been covering, and laundering money into Canada, it's going to destroy us. We're finished. And then when inflation kicks in, and they have to raise interest rates, we've been warning you about these interest rates. So let's keep going here real quick. And
oh man!
So UN Pact in Canada.
That's the UN Migration Pact. And but people keep asking me, Mike, Trudeau, is he going to step? No, Trudeau should have stepped down in 2018 December when we were making this transmission, when he passed a UN Migration Pact allowing migrants to freely move into Canada with no hindrance. And that UN Migration Pact was illegal. It was high treason. And he should have been arrested for that because it goes against Canadian interests. So... what else we got here?
Well, we're mad about...
So people protesting across Canada, and that is in Edmonton, Alberta, and they're questioning him why he's wearing a mask. So I think it's going to get really bad in Canada.
This is good, yeah.
And going back to what we've been saying, I have a strong belief that they're going to raise interest rates. They're going to have to raise interest rates by 2021, 2022. if we don't raise interest rates by 2021 to 8 or 9%, we're in a lot of trouble. Okay? Because by 2022, maybe 2023, people won't be able to buy food. People won't be able to buy food. So they have to raise rates to hedge against inflation. Now, you're going to see rates go up, but interest rates go up. When interest rates go up, what happens? Well, mortgage payments go up. Unlike the United States, where you could buy an average home for $130,000 in Florida or $90,000 in Louisiana, you don't have those options in Canada. So a lot of people are severely over-leveraged. I saw house to house, we compared this with Steve the Plumber on trends in the housing market like 2 years ago, where without the golf course, without the inflation and drop off the bad debt, because we're filled with money laundering. Money laundering has destroyed our country. The Chinese communists have come here and destroyed our country. I have a feeling that people just won't be able to buy food. By 2025, it's going to be hectic.
Oh,
and we've been talking about this.
I said 2025. I said 2025. Hold on. Wait, here. Let me rewind that here. I said, what did I just say? What did I just say? Hold on a sec. What did I just say?
Destroyed our country. I have a feeling that people just won't be able to buy food. By 2025, it's going to be hectic. And we've been talking about the whole euthanasia thing, where the country is telling people, like, we're going to have to start killing you now. Well, why? Well, people are going to go into extreme poverty. I think by 2022, we're going to get hit really hard. And I just don't see any way for governments to fix this problem. They can't fix this problem. They're going to call for a huge reset. And this reset, it's going to be a major problem because they're going to have to shut everything down because there's going to be incredible civil unrest. That's why tonight I'm calling 2019 is going to be the year of the protest. They're going to protest the crap out of 2019.
Oh, and they sure did in Hong Kong, in Egypt, in Syria, Lebanon, Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, Canada. Everywhere was protesting in 2019.
Guys, the whole world is going to be protesting in 2019. Get your popcorn, sit back and relax, right? But then it goes back to that other comment and what we said. They're going to shut things down to avoid accountability. They're going to shut it down. They're going to find a way to go to hot war. They're going to have to do that whole Taiwan and China thing maybe. And the military presence build up in the Ukraine since 2016. During the Obama administration, we're having this massive military build up on the Ukraine-Russian border, and we've been covering that. They might spark something there if they have to. And then it goes back to that whole thing that we've been talking about, pull the trigger on a pandemic. They're going to have to, okay, people may have a rush event and rush in, put in a new government, fix the banking system, destroy the mainstream media, the big pharmas, all the crap that's been destroying us, and stop putting water in our foods and the chemtrails and stuff, and stop putting chemicals in our foods and chemicals in our water. And that's the only, but if there's a rush takeover with limited to no violence, kind of like that coronation day in Portugal, with the coronations and the flowers and the barrels of the gun. Look that up, see what I'm talking about. We brought that up before. And yeah, I'm just kind of trying to figure things out, trying to understand where they can position things. But I feel that they're going to have to lock it down. And pulling the trigger on a pandemic is a good way to do it. But they're going to have to get the entire mainstream media behind this. And they're going to have to stop everyone from filming with their cameras, though. They're going to have to stop everybody that has a phone in their pockets, has a camera. They're a journalist. So they're going to have to stop that somehow. And yes, it's very unlikely. And Logan's in the comments. He said he's in San Antonio. And he said, no, pulling the trigger or setting off a pandemic wouldn't work, Mike. It would be very local, and they'll contain it and shut it down. It needs to be a worldwide event. Okay, but again, maybe hot war, and then get enough countries into it so they can start creating artificial shortages, right? So, anyways. Okay, let's see if we can get our buddy, I think he's sleeping. Let me just message him really.
It's good stuff, man. What did I just say there? What did I just say? Hey, everybody. Yep. So this is why I am not welcome on social media. It's because I'm not the person to bring you the information. The people have to bring it later. And that's controlled information distribution. I'm suspended for the next 180 days, says DY. Why? For what? For commenting? I'm getting the same rich buffering. Watched Casino movie, so scary. Raven said 2025 bank fails, eh? Well, he probably said a lot of things. The Raven's been on the show 1 billion times. How can Canada economy recover? There's nothing you could do anymore to fix Canada. Canada is finished. Canada's finished. The only way to recover Canada is to you're going to have to close the borders, and then you're going to have to do a money laundering investigation. Right now, they're estimating in Canada there's about $812 billion laundered at cost. So $812 billion laundered into Canadian real estate at purchase cost. So that could be $1.2, $1.7 trillion, right? So we were already reporting back in 2018. I could show you the video from 2017 or 2018. There was already almost 2 million empty homes owned by foreign investors, right? So they create the artificial shortages. People become, homeowners become wealthy overnight, right? So Mike saw Epstein Foundation's digital wallet had transactions recently. Your name is not Joe Rogan. Arguably, the second, third most important guy that ever existed. The only guy that could take everyone else's work and run with it and claim it and run with it and make good moolah from it. Good moolah. But guys, we are going to be going live on Mike in the Night soon here on Rumble. There's last week's Mike in the Night 585 Christmas special. And if you go to mikeinthenight.org, that would take you to our episodes of Mike in the Night if you guys want to watch episodes of Mike in the Night. Great callers. And 586 is ready to go. We got 586 ready to go live. We can't talk here on YouTube. So I'm going to say, hey guys, hey guys, hey you guys. Hey, you guys! Just let the guys know that I'm here. Let the guys know that I'm here.
I'm Hulk Hogan. I am the real Hulk. Me, Hulk Hogan. Hey, I'm from New York. The Rock.
He's from New York.
I will tell you, this is going to be something special. Like me, the United States of America. I love China.
Yep, Canada does have a lot of potential, but unfortunately, we don't even own our rights here. Like, our biggest coal mine in Canada is owned by China. And no Canadians are allowed on the property. Let's see if this comes up. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. You think I'm making shit up, eh? Here you go. No Canadian hires for 4 years at Chinese-owned BC mine. So this article, we were covering this 12 years ago. This is from 2012. We covered this article. And mining company, all Chinese workers and no Canadian hires. And that's the biggest coal mine in Canada, in BC. Biggest coal mining in Canada. They don't hire Canadians, but they use the Canadian healthcare system, right? Yeah. Yeah. Baby Ruth chocolate bar. Yep. Justin is saying most provinces have too much red tape to get stuff built, unless you're from China. See, birth tourism is only for China. There's a lot of people from a lot of other cultures that got deported from Canada back to their countries that had kids in Canada. Government of Canada doesn't give a rat's ass unless they're from China. So we got Ravishing Rick Rude in the comments. So you guys think when I'm referencing things, I'm not making this stuff up. No Canadian hires for 4 years a Chinese-owned BC mine, and it's the biggest coal mine we have in the province. And that's just not the coal mine, right? The Chinese own most of our gold mines. They own 2 big lithium-ion mines, right? They own a lot of our ports. So if Canada wants to become the 51st state of America, how is that even possible when Canada doesn't even own Canada? And I made multiple videos for you guys about this. Other content creators have picked this stuff up and ran with it. And like they've made this incredible discovery. And this is why, social media, I've been kind of bitter on social media over the last couple of years over this, where no one's patted me on the back and say, hey, Mike, hey, thanks, man, for all these years of work you've been doing. So, do you think Canada will be the 51st state? Oh, how long an American takeover? My 2012 video I made. Because we don't have Canada. Canada's not for Canadians anymore. I don't even know if it's on my YouTube. Let me just see if I have it here. If I put that video up on YouTube, or is it just on Rumble? Because the problem is they keep taking me down, and I don't know what to do. Right. So we did last couple of videos on YouTube that we did is 2% said I'm illegal. Canada on track to kill you. As the world falls apart. Merry Christmas. Elon Musk is one of them. Trudeau should have been thrown in jail in 2018. Why I'm not welcome on social media. Canadians don't own Canada. Right here. Canadians don't own Canada.
Americans need to know that the Canadians or the Canadian people don't own Canada. There's all this talk about America becoming the 51st state. If you guys recall on my channel, I wrote a poem back in 2012, Oh, How I Long an American Takeover. Unfortunately, Canada really doesn't have an identity. You go to Mexico, it's Mexico because the people there are Mexican. They speak their language, they're Roman Catholic, they're Mexican culture, food, everything. Food, music, people, attitude, everything Mexican. Just south of the border here, the United States of America. It's still, I can call it America. The people that live there are Americans. They have an identity, they have everything. Canada, it's kind of a watered down identity. Me growing up as a child of Portuguese immigrants coming from Portugal to Canada, we weren't allowed to call ourselves Canadian. We were always the problem of Canada. We were Canada's problem, the Portuguese, right? That's why there was a big 2007 and 8 deportation of Portuguese. We were considered the problem at the time, right? We learned English, we became part of the culture, and we built the country. The Portuguese, Italians, Greeks built Canada, right? And what Americans need to know that the Canadians don't own Canada. Canadians, it's not
It's a good one.
in Canadian ownership. Okay.
This is a good one. I sent them that picture. Hopefully he puts it up. Trump would have to run it by the Queen or take over Canada. Yeah, we're on Crown land. Someone says, U.S. Canadians need to fight for our country back. But who's gonna fight? I'm not gonna fight for Canada. Don't call me don't make fun of me or call me. I was never ever. We were, as Portuguese immigrants, we were never welcome in this country. We were always treated like garbage, not by our neighbors, by doctors, public servants. Like, why are these people in our country for? We were building your damn country for you, right? So why would I fight here for what? To protect Chinese interests? To protect the Chinese real estate? Forget it. China's got a big problem, because if Canadian proper wakes up and says, I'm not fighting for China. Let me see, let me see if I have that video up. I don't want to go overtime here on YouTube because I have to switch over to Rumble soon. Let me see if I can find that video. Let me see if I have that video I'm talking about. Let me see. Holy shit, look at this video, guys. From 6 years ago. Liberal federal report calls for special treatment of immigrants. Canadian proper to be wiped out. Wow. Imagine a government that says we should use taxpayer dollars to ensure small businesses hire immigrants over Canadian citizens. Wow. They're talking about this right now. And this is 6 years ago. I'm trying to see if I could find that Fight for Canada. Look, Joe Rogan will save Canada from evil. Trudeau. How Broken is Canada? A Perspective. There's a lot of good stuff on my channel, guys. If you guys wanted to see what I've been... 5,000 videos warning you guys about all this crap. Okay, who else is here? Yes, there was a massive Portuguese deportation. 2007 and 8. 2006, 7, and 8. 47,000 Portuguese deported from Canada. Low key, you could pass as a Hispanic if you work on your Spanish language and nobody would know. You know, I did Mike in the Night in Spanish for like 10 or 12 episodes. Buenas noches, buenas tardes, buenos días. Estás escuchando Mike en la noche. Vamos a tomar tus llamadas esta tarde. And oh yeah, we get callers from all over, from Mexico, from Ecuador, everywhere calling in. But I ran out of callers. I used to do Mike en la noche. Y vamos a platicar para saber qué está pasando en tu zona. Vamos a saber qué está pasando en tu casa. Yeah, it was so good. Mike in the Night in Spanish was like, I was actually like commentating a soccer show. Like a soccer game in Spanish. And I did Mike in the Night in Portuguese, in my native language of Portuguese too. Mike na noite. Vamos discutir. That was good too. I got a lot of callers in from Angola there. Some from Brazil. But, oh. Yeah, DeSantis video got him saying China's not allowed in Florida. Good. China destroyed Canada, Australia, New Zealand, UK, blue states of America. The blue states of America here, Chinese. I love China. I love China. I love China.
I love China.
What was it? Watch this. Yeah. Right here. Chinese takeover of Seattle housing market. Amerifornia is coming. Vancouver foreign buyers tax 7 years ago. Seattle disappearing middle class. Can't keep up with money laundering from China. Wagons east. Runoff on Chinese CPP money laundering. Seattle invaded by investors. Portland now unaffordable. Chinese housing wave tsunami hits Toronto as Seattle as Vancouver implement foreign buyers tax. Wow, look at this one. Every American needs to watch this video. Americans will be bought out of the West Coast by 2025. Wow. It's an economic sinking ship on all fronts. China in serious financial trouble. Economic takeover of Portland and Seattle severely unaffordable. Foreign investors, CPP takeover 7 years ago. Wow. Everett, Washington is a blueprint for the rest of America 6 years ago. Wow. Woo! Okay, guys, if you guys want to join us on Mike and the actual Mike in the Night show, that's last week's Mike in the Night 585. If you guys want to join us, MikeInTheNight.org takes you to all our episodes. And 586 is ready to go, guys. I'm going to give you guys I'm going to post this if you guys want to go over and actually watch the show for real. So if you guys want to go over and watch Mike in the Night, you're more than welcome to check it out. 586, we're going to be going live on Rumble. Unfortunately, we are not allowed to speak on YouTube, and we are severely shadow banned on Rumble. We already have a dislike on the video, and we didn't even start it. Yeah. Yeah, Mozambique, I was asked to go, what's going on in Mozambique? It was a fixed election down there. So I was asked to come on the news there. Then they canceled me when they realized I was ready to go on the news. I know what the situation is down there, and I was going to speak I talked to them in Portuguese. We corresponded in Portuguese. Might have documentaries in Portuguese on my Portuguese YouTube channel. So I was ready to go on the news in Mozambique from Maputo. Or Lorenz Marques, whatever you want to call it. And they canceled me. Because they realized that, he's going to tell us that the election's fixed. Everything's fixed. All these people are put in power for a reason, right? That's why the IMF is in Mozambique, lending them money. I made one in my Portuguese YouTube channel. There's a documentary there called Mozambique onde va a riqueza. Where's the money going, right? It's all going to Germany and the Troika and all these countries. Big brawl at West Edmonton Mall on Boxing Day. Yeah, big brawl. Everyone's asking about Canada becoming the 51st state. But here, let's just type in 51st on our channel. Let's see if anything comes up. There's a few videos that come up here. Trends in the housing market. That was 6 years ago. American takeover is now ready. Okay. Canada ready for an American takeover. Okay, that was 6 years ago. Australia being turned into the 51st state. Canadians don't own Canada. And then we have Trudeau to protect CCP interests. Trump suggests Canada become the 51st state. USA take us over. Let's see here, US takeover. Let's see if we said anything about that. China's in full force. U.S. housing market takeover with Seattle first. Trends in the housing market. Massive economic takeover. America take us over, free us 7 years ago. So we were already letting you guys know. The Great Canadian Takeover. China operating police stations in Canada. Look at this, 7 years ago. Economic takeover of Portland and Seattle. Serious housing affordability issues in the USA. Wow. Six years ago, how migration impacts us all. Wow. It's here, folks. We're here. Now what? What happens now? What happens now? I'm sweating here on this pre-show. I don't want to 39 waiting for the show, Mike. Yeah, I don't want to overwork this here because we can't talk on here. Okay, let me do a check here. Check, Mike, check. I like it when they check the mic and they know it works, but they want to sound cool. Check, mic, check. So check, mic is going good. Soundboard.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to tell you a couple of stories. Our country is in serious trouble.
I wasn't sure if I was going to like it.
I love China.
Yeah. Ric Flair.
Last year, I spent more money on spilt liquor.
Yeah. KCC, it's too costly for the U.S. taking Canada as a 51st state. Unless America takes all the Chinese assets that's owned by China and it gets dissolved into the Union. Maybe. You know what I mean? Like, they do it where they take all the gold mines, coal mines, wood, timber, lumber. They take all this over. When will the Ukraine pay us back, Mike? It's all money laundering. I told you to buy Dogecoin when it was 9 cents a few months ago. I hope you buy Dogecoin. It pumped up 40 cents a few weeks later. Alberta needs to separate from Canada. Yeah, that's Western Canada, or separation of some sorts. Mike should be on the CBC to tell everybody. CBC is the Canadian news. That's Canadians broadcasting crap. And you know, you go on that news, a lot of those news feeds, you don't have a single Canadian on there. It's all, I don't know where these people are from. Woo! Okay, what do we got for time?
Today, woo, I've got the style and profile like never before.
Woo! Okay. All right, we got some people waiting on the Rumble side of things. And we're going to be going live on Rumble soon, folks. I'm not welcome here on YouTube, so I've already accepted that. I just can't talk on here. Other people want to say what we're talking about, so they take down our videos, so they don't look like they're plagiarizing, and they just take mine down. So I can't. There's nothing I could do about that. I've been disallowed to be part of a lot of things in my life. Or not allowed to be part of certain things, right? And I've gotten used to it over my life. But it's damn payback for the good life I'm living right now. It's payback for the good life I'm living now. I paid before, but now I'm reaping the benefits here. Woo! Woo! If somebody could go on this video, this YouTube video, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, can you do me a small favor? Go in the comments when this video gets uploaded to YouTube, like to watch. Go really quick into the comments after we terminate this live stream and put the link to the show. There it is. There's a link to the show. We're going to be going live. I'm going to jump off in 5 minutes here on YouTube, guys. I'm going to freshen up a little bit. Maybe throw some cold water on my face. And we're going to a show and a half for you guys on Mike in the Night at 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Episode 586. We're Season 30, Episode 2. Season 30, Episode 2. MikeInTheNight.org. You could find all the episodes of all our callers. I love last week's last caller. Last week we had a great caller on the show, and he was in house arrest in Windsor, Ontario. Okay, house arrest in Windsor, Ontario, and he could see Detroit, deep downtown Detroit, from his window in Windsor. He could see Detroit. That's how cool our callers are. You know what I'm saying? Cool callers, real people from all over the world that call in here with a voice. Yeah, in order to be the man, you have to beat the man. Let's see if I have that one on the soundboard here. I don't think I have that one. Where's the be the man, be the man? You're a son of a plumber. Get a Mercedes. Ah, the man. Wait. Man claiming. Hold on.
The man
Nope.
that'll walk around town tonight claiming to be the man.
Okay.
You're talking about all man.
I hope Tig Nim is still not mad at me. Tig Nim has been really mad at me lately. I hope she's not mad at me. Oh yeah, you're talking about the man. Tether bought Rumble, eh? Oh shit. Does that mean we're gonna get kicked off of Rumble again? We've already been kicked off of there. I'm banned on X. Guys, somebody just messaged me right now on Skype. Mike, I can't find you on X. You're not going to find me on X. They banned me for my How Hamas Got Played video. I showed everybody how Hamas got played, you got played, everyone in the world's getting played. They took down that damn video on me. And they banned me permanently on X. And I got an injunction email from X basically stating that they will take legal action if I try to come back on X. This was like about 8, 9, 10 months ago. So I'm not allowed on a lot of platforms. I am completely banned. Why? Because I'm not bought and paid for. Right? People that are bought and paid for are groomed. Like the Joe Rogan show. To go on Joe Rogan, there's like 201 or 207 words you can't say on the Joe Rogan show. You can't say Jew. You can't say all these names, like biblical names of like Jewish, the Talmud. You can't say stuff like that on Joe Rogan show. And then you can't talk about money laundering or Chinese money laundering. You can't talk about Chinese Communist Party. There's a lot of things you can't talk about on the Joe Rogan show, right? So, yeah. Steve is saying take a break before the show. Yeah, I'm on a roll, guys, tonight here. Steve knows the amount of work that goes into making Mike in the Night. He understands the show. Because it's a one-man show. It's just me, alone, setting this up for you guys as we go along, monitoring the chat, monitoring the calls, monitoring the content, monitoring the background, monitoring, like, just all at the same time. Right? Tether can't beat ya, we join ya, eh?
Woo!
Yep. All right. Space Mountain may be the oldest ride in the park. It has the longest line. Ric Flair. Woo! Shadowbanning is real. Oh, it's so real. Especially if you made content before COVID. If you were talking about things before COVID like we were, they don't want you on this social media. They don't want you to go back and say, hey, look, remember this? The new content creators that you're seeing now, all these influencers, go to their channels, go to their oldest video, and you'll see everything's 2020. Everything's post 2020 because they were given the green lights. They were reached out to. I was reached out to. I read the emails. They tried to buy me out. And I said, you know what? I don't think so. Elon is compromised. Guys, go back to my video from last week I put up on YouTube. Elon is one of them. And then go back to my video from 6 months ago. There's going to be a falling out between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Go back to my video from 2 years ago on Mike in the Night, how Elon is a danger to society. Go watch that one. And you should see the hate that people have, the amount of hate that was spewed towards me. Hatred. But then when I'm right, how do I come and collect? How do I collect when I'm right? Right? Anyways, guys, we are going to be going live on Rumble real soon. I really hope to see you guys there. If not, I'll see you whenever I do these pre-stream show, whatever the hell these things are called. And guys, don't forget to catch last week's Mike in the Night 585 Christmas special, Jesus Loves You. And MikeInTheNight.org will take you to all our episodes of Mike in the Night, MikeInTheNight.org. And 566, Ric Flair, woo! Here. we got everybody ready for 586. And if you guys want to go over there, you can go over there. I'll give you guys the link right now in the live chat. Season 30, Episode 2 of Mike in the Night, 586. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy this. I'm going to send this to you guys over here to paste that. And that's it, guys. I'm tired here. I'm going to run some cold water over my face. Tell my family I love them. And I will be back for you guys for the